The FTSE 100 has not been easy to trade over the last couple of weeks. Why? Well, we had a false move to the downside, and then when it looks like the trend was going to turn bullish, in fact, it turned lower. And now we're pretty much back where we started. So what can we say about the FTSE 100? Well, stick around and we're going to take a look at the charts and see if we can use them at all to make any sort of trading decisions for the FTSE 100. All right, so this is the FTSE 100, and here on September 1st, I said that the market was probably going to come back down tumbling, but that we could trigger a false move to the downside. And the reason for that is because the market was short-term oversold, and at the time, a lot of the American indices were on their way up. It was just the FTSE 100 which was a bit bearish. So the market did indeed trade lower, triggered a few stops, but then it went upwards, and I said the trend has probably not turned bullish. Now, the market moved back down and it moved towards a support level here, which would have been a good opportunity to get involved. But at the same time, we had the Nasdaq 100. That was pretty much when the market tumbled here, as you can see. And that could have given you, I guess, a bit of a warning sign to not to buy the FTSE 100 because you had this massive drop. And this drop just continued. And we declined all the way down to about 10,924, which happens to be about a 12% slide in the index. After that, we saw this recuperating. But obviously, after such a move, what did happen here is that the FTSE 100 did close below its July 31st low, and that switched again the trend to bearish. So if you were bearish on a correction and looking to sell at 5,931, then I would have that would have been perfectly fine because we had a downtrend. But obviously we went up and then went down and then up again. So we're not really in that very aggressive short-term downtrend. And if you look as well now back at the Nasdaq 100, overall the trend is bullish, and it does look to me that we can head up a bit. So I suspect that could potentially lead to the FTSE 100 as well trading upwards. But unfortunately, we don't really have a terrific pattern to trade. We are sort of stuck in this bearish channel. And well, actually we need to do something like that. So it's some sort of a wedge pattern, and this could potentially at one point maybe break to the upside. So we have a continuation of this move. But for now though, what it's telling us is that, all right, we bottomed out here and we could potentially sort of meet up with this line. If we gain today dramatically, we will be up at 6,204. And that's probably maybe the levels I would follow, and effectively looking to be bullish around this trend line and then looking to be bearish around these levels. And now because we're in the middle, I wouldn't really be pushing my luck here, even though it does look like it'll trade a little bit higher over the next few days. So what is maybe easier to trade? I think the Nasdaq 100 is probably easier to trade. I mean, we are dealing with a nice uptrend here, so why not work with that? We did have a massive shakeout. Maybe things will turn around now. I mean, if you look at gold, we had that amazing rally, and then we had that big shakeout. Since we had that big shakeout in gold, so we had this push here. Since that happened, we have not really seen too much price activity. And maybe that's what's going to happen with the Nasdaq going forward. But I suspect that maybe people will be happy like with the Nasdaq, because we had that big push and then we had that correction in gold prices. Maybe that's what's going to happen here in the Nasdaq 100. So maybe we'll go up a little bit, maybe up to like 11,777. What would be the optimal entry to get involved in? It wouldn't really be here. It would actually be here at 11,121. So that's my take on the FTSE 100, the Nasdaq, and the Nasdaq 100. Which again, the FTSE 100 is a bit difficult to trade right now, and it's just gonna probably continue to create more problems. You can trade with help of these channels if you want to, but if I had to focus between the Nasdaq 100 or the FTSE 100, I would focus on the Nasdaq 100, given that it has a healthier uptrend. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, just leave them here in the comment box, comment section, and I will be back and try to answer your questions. Again, as well, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much, and speak soon. Bye-bye.